Okay. Okay then, I'm back. So we're going to start with the next game of my run. It's Final Fight 2. It is part of the Final Fight series, which just came out 4 years after the original arcade entry. But unlike the first Final Fight 1, this was exclusive to the Super Nintendo. Final Fight 3 would have followed the same suit. But anyway, it turns out that the X-Men incentive hasn't been met, so we're gonna have to do normal mode and then yeah, kick and butt indeed. So without wasting further ado, let's begin. So let me go to the option real quick, and like I said, normal difficulty. So we're gonna do this with Carlos, as the name of the category implies. So I'll start the timer when I start moving. And now. So yeah, this is Final Fight 2, and if you're familiar with the original game, you're gonna be immediately familiar with it, with this game, just immediately. So Carlos in this game, he's pretty much like the all-around character. Means that you can do a 4-jab combo, and it has good control. That's so much coding. It has average speed. As you see there, to perform the infinite, what I'm doing is that after the second jab, I whiff the third one, so my jab combo can be reset. This is some strategy that you do in the original Final Fights. Just take out these guys. This particular enemy, the Atlas, are the most annoying one, as you can see right there. Because they tend to block a lot. The only thing they can block is the jump attack. But you gotta be careful because they can grab me at a ridiculous long range. That's why we call it a Sanji grab. Just take out these guys. Yeah, not much to talk about this game. Not much. Just infinite them until they're all the enemies. You're just gonna infinite them until they're down. That's pretty much the gist of the main run of this game. And I have a good grouping as well, which is the quickest way. And there's the annoying grab from Johnny. Johnny and Atlas are the worst. Fair warning. And we introduce to the Elic. They can be dangerous because they have a tendency to charge at you, and they can charge their electricity, hence their name. So now we're in the last part of the level. And we're introduced to Leon and his other counterpart that we'll see in the later station onwards, Robert. Fun fact about those the acrobat enemies in the Japanese version, they were originally two female enemies called Marion and Liza, but for whatever reason in this version they decided to change it to Leon Robert, as you see there. That's similar to what they did to Poison and Roxy in the Super Nintendo port of Final Fight 1. When they changed to Billy and to those punks called Billy and Sid. Anyway, here's 1-1, the first boss. Yeah, on normal difficulty there's those enemies which can be a little problematic. And that was it. That was stage 1. Now we're in France, stage 2. Yeah, by the way, the story of this game is simply that the Metal Gear gang, who were the villains in the previous game, have obviously returned to Cosmo Chaos. Only this time, they kidnapped Guy's fiancé and father-in-law, which, by the way, Guy was one of the main heroes in the original Final Fight. So now they have to travel all around the world. So Reina's sister, Maki, contact Hagar for help, and Carlos, like the character you see, decide to tag along with them. So they travel around the world to stop the Metal Gear gang and rescue Maki's sister and father. That's pretty much the plot of the game. And now we introduce to Andor, our enemy returning from the original game. He's the most recurring enemy in the entire Final Fight series. Just keep that in mind. Because the developers love that character so much, I guess. And they can be a little annoying, even though they love back off and then chest bump on you every single time. And I get crab, of course. Whatever you say, Johnny. Here comes the other Andore Junior, and an Elic. So it's like JoJo. Could be. Take these guys. And there's the Carlos's extra joy, by the way. As in typical beat 'em up rule, special attacks or super joy do a lot of damage, but at the cost of your own health. So you gotta be mindful. So now the third act, we're in the airport. I'm gonna die here. Yeah, unfortunately for this game, deaths are very common. And yeah, Elliot just took a sneaky shot on me. That's pretty good. Yeah, Leon and Robert had a high tendency to jump to hop over, so I don't want them to do that. Because it can waste me time. And they can even jump attack off screen. Here comes the other Robert. Yeah, I haven't talked much these ones. Elijah, Mink, Scotch, and Billboard, they are very normal enemies, so they're the most basic ones, so not much to talk about them. So easy to take them out. And now we are into the boss, Freddy. Because we're gonna, same as before, we're gonna infinite him until he's down. But occasionally extra enemies will come out, so this will interrupt my stream. So messing up the infinite sometimes. And every time he wakes up, if you're in front of him, he'll do a charge attack, which is easy to stop. Alright, that was round 2. Now, like just like in Final Fight 1, after 2 rounds, you get a bonus stage. And similar to that game, yeah, we have to just break this card. Pick the Tonfa. And then spam the extra joy. Just like that. Capcom really loves this bonus game that even was added in the Street Fighter series. Capcom loves breaking cards since 1989. Anyway, round 3, we're in Poland, and this part, it has some stage hazards. Those landmines that you see there, I'm going to take advantage of them, and by luring the enemies into them, they do a lot of damage. Yeah, I knew that Robert's gonna do a jump attack. Nice. It's gonna be on 4, I believe. Oh no, okay, we're good. That's on the hard difficulties. Now here comes the Dore. Yep, there it is. Boom. Always want to take out the most dangerous enemies out of the way quick as possible, so you get a much easier time with the other ones. Yeah, throw that Atlas there. But I got Magic Grab. I hate that so much. So that was the first act. Well, part of it, because now we're in this little elevator scene. Right, they are having a lot of three Leons and Robbers can be pretty dangerous, so that would be very dangerous. Could be problematic, but that's okay. The punch when whiffs are the same as in Street Fighter 2 or Warrior and Hyper Fighting. You know, yeah, you know, Capcom, after all, they do share a lot of stuff in their own games. In fact, Final Fight and Street Fighter are one and the same in terms of universal continuity, after all. So that makes sense. Yeah, Ely can charge from all screens. That can be annoying too. Or take that drunken, need help. Oh, that was scary there. That off-screen jump from Leon. Nice. Oh, I'm doing a lot of extra joy for extra damage, so that's why I use it a lot. Be careful that Atlas and that Elias. Come on, Joe. Atlas. Yeah, the punching noise. Yeah, I know what you mean. And there's Joe. Those red guys that they are only there to throw those flame molotovs, creating those little pillar flames, which take you a lot of damage. So be careful when you see them. And here's the boss, Bracken, a very muscular Frankenstein monster. Somehow the Metal Gear managed to find one like that for whatever reason. He can be pretty dangerous boss if you get surrounded by enemies, because he has a lot of insane rage and he deals a lot of damage. Well, with Carlos though, I can infinite him, thankfully. Sometimes, as you saw, if he gets up, he does a jump attack. And that's the end of round 3. And now we're in England. Let's get going up. Let me lure this Atlas to despawn him. There we go. Very easy. The Joe got flame got me. Yeah. Nice. That's a sneak shot from Ben. Here comes Yandoric again. And that one has so much health. Yeah. On higher difficulties, the Andorics get ridiculous amount of health. There we go. So that's the end of Act 1. And then we just see this little scene with the train just starting to move over. Select the top of the train while we are moving along the city. And it's a circus train, like you see there. Oh, really? Right. Nice shot there, Andor. Yeah, the E-League can be dangerous with that electric charge. Because they have, somehow they have a massive hitbox. Especially up and down. And they do a lot of damage, as you saw there. For speedrun, is there a difference between Japanese and US version? And no, not really. There are no differences between the Japanese and US version, gameplay-wise. And now the screen just, we have to avoid those flame molotovs from the Joes. And now, there's the last one. And now we're coming up to the boss of this level. It's a British clown known as Felipe. And it can be, so I'm gonna infinite him until he's down. Get some. Yeah, if you let it go for the infinite, Felipe can be a very dangerous boss. And he's very mobile, and he can slide, and he can also pummel you. And he won't stop until you're down. So that is why I had to infinite him until he's down. So yeah, here's the second bonus stage. Is that instead of windows like in Final Fight 2, we're breaking drum cans. Flaming drum cans, to be precise. It's a lot harder given that the flames are in a global cycle. So yeah, I run out of time. But it's always that saving, destroying all will save some time. Anyway, we're into Italy, the second to last level of the game. Not much different here, just the same type of enemies, and they have bigger health. That's a good grouping for Helix. Okay, let me despawn this Atlas as possible. Come on, dude. I think I failed the despawn. Oh, never mind. I got the Atlas despawn. Yeah, Atlas are very easy to despawn in those moving screen, even their slow speed. Elias and Elliot, however, they're not. They're insanely fast. Whatever, Atlas. So now the bolt. If they attack the group like that, these three guys can easily destroy you if you're not careful. Nice. Now for this screen, this is going to be one of the more dangerous ones because we have a screen full of Leon and Roberts. Come on. And what I picked up, if you didn't see it because it was covered in the foreground, that was an invincibility item, which I got invincibility for a brief time, which allowed me to deal with the Leon and Roberts much easy. Now we got this army of Helix. Come on. Next life, good. Come on. There you go. So we're out of the vault, and now for the obligatory beat 'em up elevator segment. Not much in this one, just you'll get the barbecue ready when you're low on health. Just like that. And we got this Andori, which makes this a little complicated. Same with Robert. Alright, that was the other segment. Not a good one, but still okay. Alright, the boss. Now returning for Final Fight 1 is Rolento. I'm gonna infinite him as possible. But if I let him go, he can be a problem because he's ridiculously fast. Almost done. There we go. That was so very good Rolento fight. Once he goes on yellow health bar, he goes for the remaining of the fight throwing grenades. So I prevented that. Anyway, we're in the final stage in Japan. That's where their headquarters, the Mad Gear headquarters, is located at. And obviously the final level is where the game will be very trollish. Every enemy in the game will now merciless to kill. That means they will give you no mercy. They try to kill you at full stop force. Rolento cameo. Actually, Rolento is part of the Final Fight series, so I don't call that a cameo. Alright, Act 2. And yeah, we have the same as before, not much to talk about, just dealing with many of the annoying enemies, and yeah, Atlas got me there. And of course, I'm gonna be a very charge happy, the troll that he is. It's gonna be. Here comes the last E-Link. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk that. Just in case. Right, come on. Nice. That was pretty decent. There are items hitting in those foreground bushes. So I'm gonna pick a barbecue and another extra life, represented by the guy duel. You didn't see in this run though. The item drops from boxes and drum cans are pretty random. You get point items or health items. This is getting wonky right now. There we go. And I pick the extra life just for safety. Now we got these two Andores. Take out the Elliot as possible so we can take the Andores pretty easily. There we go. Now we got an army of Leon and Robert. Two more. And one more Andore. Alright, we enter the house now. Or dojo. Well, whatever your preference. But I feel it's more of a dojo. Anyway, now here comes the most dangerous screen in the entire game. This one we call it the Blocker's Alleyway, because this particular part will be full of nothing but Johnny's and Atlas. And as you saw, Johnny and Atlas had a high tendency of blocking your normal jabs. But the most problematic, however, has to be their insane long-range grab. Like I said back in the beginning of the game, we call it the Sanji magic grab. Which is, if you know Street Fighter 2, Sanji and his ridiculous long grab range with his spinning pile driver. You get the reference. So far so good. So that's why I'm gonna play very safe. So I don't want another cost me this particular second. This will cost me another life. All right. Now, here comes another Helix. Yep, charge. Just bait them out when he's full charge, so you can avoid him easily. Nice. I didn't turn around that time, so I got electrocuted again. Now the final screen. Melee mark grab reach. Yeah, that can work too. And there it is again. Oh man. Nice. Alright, we're at the final stretch. Just one final segment before the final boss. Now we gotta be careful with the Joes, Molotov times, and hopefully the Elias and Elliot can run into it. Good. So we're gonna avoid them. And you see, Joes are not that smart. They for some reason they just run into their own flames. Now we got Leon and Andor Jr. I'm gonna keep that drum can there because I don't want to break it. If I break it soon, if I break it, an extra Johnny will appear later. So I'll keep it right there. Oh. Oh my god, game. Oh god, that insane. Really? Really, game? Are you serious? Well, Johnny wasn't having it today, I guess. Yeah, he carried a sword to a fight and used his fist instead. Yeah, I never understood that decision of making Carlos a sword into a Super Joy only. I never understood that. Okay, this is the final screen there. Now we only have the two Angoras and the two Atlas. So we're gonna corner them. And we're gonna spam Super Joy. Because due to Atlas constant blocking. I'm gonna grab that barbecue on when I get low health. Alright. And we made it. Anyway, time for the final boss. This is Red 2. And this Kabuki man, I'm gonna infinite him, so it's not that hard. So this fight can end in like in a minute. Much successful, I guess. Don't get too near. If he wakes up, he'll do a Tatsumaki. Okay, he's almost dead. Right, get ready on time. And time. And that is it. That was Final Fight 2. So Red 2 pretty much get his demise in the same way how Belger did in Final Fight 1. So yeah. And thus we rescue Rina and her father. And you only see part of the ending since we're playing on normal. Yeah, you have to play this game on the highest difficulty expert in order to see the full ending. But that would have been a huge struggle. So yeah, I think I had a lot of fun with this marathon. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed these runs, and I hope you enjoyed this game as well. And keep donating for this good cause, you know, in this wonderful marathon. And we have to reduce the junk hunger, the hunger on the kids. So yeah, thank you for having me in this marathon. Keep on fighting for the noble cause, and I hope to see you in future marathons again. So thank you so much. See you next time. So